Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Timberborn. You join us in a sad moment of the game. I don't think we're going to survive this unless something major happens. We have turned off the factories that produce extract, which means they won't be making any more adults, and there are no berries, so they're not be doing any children. And that's not great either, because 64 days, they're not going to be able to survive that long without water either. So this might be the last episode, but we're going to try and be optimistic. We're going to speed up, and we're going to see what we can make happen. So on the last episode, we started creating a foundation footprint for our new district, which is going to have the mushrooms and the algae in, and it's going to be a deck, kind of like what the robot build is. And then we also started to create our water area to feed the crops. I'm going to call it non-drinking water, but hold on a minute. As I look up there to the left, why is everyone starving to death? What's going on? They've got 5,000 food. You've got no food. You've got no food. Are they not? Oh my god. They are not. I don't care what you are doing right now. Stop what you're doing. Get the goods sorted. Now that is something that I've seen on other builds as well. They stop working on the district crossing. I can't believe that happened so quickly on the new episode. I was looking at the new area to build what I was calling the non-drinking water area up here, and I just saw this starving to death. They haven't been working on the district crossing, which means they're not going to transport the food, which is devastating. That can kill an entire colony. And I can't shift these beavers around. The rule is once a drought starts, I can't transport beavers from this colony to the other one. So these beavers in here had better start eating, and eating quickly, because I know there's not enough water in here to sustain all these. We would only just do it with this. Are they only they're working on there. Are they taking? Have they been taking food up here? No, they're all going to die in there. But now I did turn the water off in here because I didn't think it was going to be something I would do, but we kind of need that now. Wow, that happened quick. How many of you saw that on the last episode? Okay, have they got food now here? $89. Okay, speed up time. That was mad. Okay, we need to... Okay, a bit of triage before we've even started to do anything. They just nearly died. That was nearly a really short episode. Pineappleton, turn all this off. Turn all of this off. Turn all of this, all of it off. I don't want to turn it all off. We're building that still. Oh no, don't turn those off. I need those on. Got to turn everything off in this district. Okay, well, I saw there were berries. Yeah, they've all died. Okay, well, we need baby beavers. So we need to turn on the water dumps. They get turned on. And I'm going to need you to replant the bushes. Okay. Oof. Well, that was an exciting start, wasn't it? Just had the angle of the game like this, talking about this. I just saw that. Starving to death, starving to death. Boy, we get on top of that quick. Well, I'm going to be honest, it has changed the possibility of winning this thing now. A little bit. I mean, 59 beavers is still a lot. 60's a lot with how long we've got and how when we don't have any water. And now I'm having to use water to do this. So it's certainly not out of the woods yet. Okay. Right. Now that happened. Let's get the food on. We don't need these on. This is why you have to keep watching the districts. You got to micromanage them at this level, otherwise they do stupid stuff like that. I don't want to turn this one on. We're just going to plant these here. Okay, they've got a long time before they get berries on them. We're not out the woods yet. Is it worth having a backup plan of berries being planted up here as well? The only place berries are being planted is down here, but then I need to turn water on, and I don't think we've got enough water. Yeah, yuck. Okay, I'm going to stop this water dump here to save as much as we can and only have this one on the left working, because that is doing the water. We're going to open this up to get some food. We may as well take advantage of the water here and grow some food there. And we may as well chop down some of these trees while we can, because we have 0 wood, so they may as well make themselves useful there. What about resin? We don't have a lot of it. Let's put a resin... Oh, we're out of beavers already. Okay. What's going on up here? 0. They must have all died of starvation. I think they got... some in just in time, but it was kind of too late to save them. We'll turn that off. They don't need to be there. And then we've got... We're going to put 4 on that. These guys have done what they needed to do. Which means we can... There's not really much for these guys to do here. We could build another builder's place and get some working on the build, I guess. How much wood does it have? It doesn't have any. They must be importing it in. I'm at a bit of a loss what to do now, because the rules state I can't move any beavers across district lines on a drought. I think what we might do though is make... I don't want them transporting water backwards and forwards. So we are going to stop the import of... I don't know if it's... managed distribution, imported goods. Does that mean they're importing this way? If that's the case... Oh, water's already turned off there. Okay. Fine. So they're not going to import water that way. So these guys are reliant only on what's here. And there's 26 beavers. There's 31 beavers in there. And no babies. And we have 0 berries. So we started off bad. We've got a little hope that the water might last, but then they might all die of old age, because most of them are already. Look. Okay, well there's nothing I can do there. Let's kind of ignore that for now, and go back to the design of our new water storage. And this became a bit of a problem because of this. This channel here, I don't want this water being pumped up out of these. The idea of this is meant to be bad water storage. What we can do is create a sluice gate system that allows water in but not out. And I've got to be careful here because I don't want to mess up too much of this area, because there are no metal blocks being created at the moment, and that's going to just starve the rest of the colony. But this will allow water in, but it won't let it out, and we'll set that to 80. We're going to need another one. I'm just checking the paths if they can get around. Yeah. We're going to need another one of those here. Allows it in, but not out. If what is this? That's the out, isn't it? That's the out for this, so it would come into there. Oh, there's no easy place to do that except we. Oh, the district cross the logistics there. I can't do that. Where are they? They're there. Any other? That could be a location here. Yeah. That's quite a lot of water. I don't think that would be a good idea. Where the more I did see a mod on the warehouse the other day, which someone had added the idea of shade. So if an area is shaded, the water will not evaporate as quickly, and I thought that's a really clever mod to use, and that would be perfect for this situation because of what we're kind of doing here. This is a real pain because we've got houses and stuff above this now, and I can't change the block. Where's that? Oh, nope, I can't do that. How could I do this? I don't want to lose any more farmland. Just have to bite the bullet and destroy this. And take that out there. Make that solid. Make those a solid just in case, and then water can come in, but it can't go out, and then it drains into here where we'll need another one there, so it just doesn't put it all in, and then the water can come in this way. It can't go out that way, and then it will filter into those, and it won't go anywhere else. So that solution solves that problem, and then we can put the house back in over the top. There we go. That sluice gate system will fix the problem of this running through a drought and these not taking the water out. So that's good. It probably means that this part up here won't get any water to it, but I think we can do an easy solve for that. I don't normally like creating dead ends, but in this situation, I can make an exception. That's fine, isn't it? It's not gonna, yeah. So that will bring water up here. And we could always follow the line around the edge. I know that's not the line. Oh, okay, that's annoying. I thought it was going to show me the shadow, but it's not going to. That's a shame. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Up 2, cross 1, up 2. This way. And then one more. Okay, that will be sufficient. We've got a bit of a dead end there. It'll create a bit of a wave, but I'm not too worried about that. It's not a problem. We'll let that be. So that solves that little problem around here. Oh look, they created my little tunnel. We can fill that in. Okay, so that solves that goes on there. I'm going to have to put a sluice gate down there eventually. We have one there. We're going to have one down there. I'm almost tempted to put one here that can run into this channel here on an upper level. The problem with that is it's going to use all the water really quickly, and actually if I'm running that, it'll probably be better to put the sluice gate on a lower level, so we can build it the sort of design to remind me that that's where that connects in. So that will bring the water out there. This is dealt with here. We've got an off if we need to go this way. We've got one that comes out here that's going to do all of this. And yeah, I think that will do it. We're going to have to dynamite a lot of this. So we're going to do the same thing we did in the other one. I want to get this level down to a singular one, which means that's the level we're aiming for. So that's 3 down there. So those are 3s. These are 2s. And then all of this will be 1s. Like so. This is great. Happy about this. Is that right? No, it's not. 1, 2, 3. It's 4 down. Okay. That's annoying. It's 4 down. These are 1s, which means... Oh, that is irritating. You are all wrong. All of this here. Oh, hold on. I think I got some of that scaffolding in that one. Okay. All needs to be 2s. There we go. And we can't get to all of that because of the stairs, and there's bad water in there. And that is a permadeath rule if one dies of contamination, so I do have to be careful with that. How's food doing? 8,000, 24 water. Do we have food here? I mean, it's making its own food now. Don't know why it did a corn. Why is there a corn across here? Yeah, it's getting food. I can't believe that. I might have to make these district crossings like priority, and everything else has to go to singular priority, because that was naughty. That could have been it. 1 minute in, game over. Sorry, I had a cup of tea and there was just something disgusting in the bottom of it. Ugh. I muted the microphone just in time so you didn't have to hear me make a disgusting noise. But now I just admitted to it. It kind of defeats the point of muting the microphone. But hey, look, I could edit it out, but where's the fun in that? You guys are on the full journey with me. What's a full playthrough without finding random bits in your tea at the bottom? That. All right, back on topic. So I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty happy with what we're doing with that there. It might be a good place actually to build the monument on top of it actually, because we really should start going for the end game. Really, there's no reason why we shouldn't be going for that now. Certainly after what's happened. Do you know what? Maybe that's what we do. We're gonna put the monument up here. Or should we put it? Where should we put it? Maybe we put it here. Quite good there. Kind of want a good launch pad for it. Let's put it there. Okay, so monument 20k. I don't have 20k. Uh-oh. Okay. So we can't do that because we need a lot of research points that I forgot about. Look at all this dynamite ready to blow up. There's so much of it. Got these random bits in the middle stopping me from doing it. Can I do that bit there? I could do this bit. It's satisfying. Okay. Add a stair. Add this. And then fill in that gap with a load of 3s. But they can't get to that. They can't get to that because there's no stairs down to it. Put some stairs in. There we go. I imagine that the other side is the same. They'll be able to get to that now. They won't be able to get to that. Exploding this dynamite is the most boring thing you can do on this game of doing these, blowing all this stuff out. It'd be good if they could just give you a custom one where you could choose how deep the dynamite blows up. That would be a good thing to do. I don't know why that's there. I don't think it's meant to be. So we'll remove that. And I think actually up here's done. Yeah, that's done. Put some 2s in. Right, this looks pretty good. Looks like we can do a row of 3s there. That. Okay. How about these? Yeah. Okay, some 2s. And we could actually blow that whole back bit out. There's no reason to. Let's destroy that. Now do it. Okay, put that back. About these 2 here. I don't know if that needs any more. Got some 3s. More 3s here. I'll leave that for a little bit. Okay. That's enough for the dynamite for now. Right, we are in a little bit of a limbo state here. There's not really much I can do until we die or they live. That's kind of where we are. There's not enough new beavers being born because there are no berries yet. I'm going to turn on this for when there is. I mean, the berries aren't too far away. They're nearly there. But what I think I might do is do a little bit one of those long play videos where I leave it and then speed up time until we get to a little bit more of a interesting position. So you're going to watch a sped up version of this, and I will be back soon. Right. One of the things that's interesting about this faction is they don't seem to drink a lot. I'm quite surprised about how much that hasn't gone down, but then it's only like 33 beavers. It's not a lot, is it? The good news is they have started to have baby ones. I did try to open up the extract factories to try and speed this up to get more beavers back in the mix. They are breeding them here as well, so there's 5 baby ones here, and we have 8 baby ones here. I think I'm going to... There's 2 working in there. We're going to prioritize this and get this working, and we should all I think that's not actually that pump problem. I think that's an issue that the haulers aren't taking that back, but there is bad water here, so that's okay. We've just got a very long wait for them to repopulate, which is always a painful thing. They are using extract in here though, which is good to see, and I think, yeah, they have a builder. So that builder will be using extract for dynamite. There's no doubt about that. They'll definitely be doing that because we've got no wood. There's not really much more they can do. But then, no, they will use extract, won't they? It's part of the recipe, so they'll bring extract to this. Yeah, they will, and that's probably where that's going. What we can do, while we kind of hang around, is I rerouted the power to this, which means we can finally finish the design for our water pumping area. So I want to make the most of the water that we have coming into here, even though I am a little bit concerned by the way this works. When we worked out, there was only like 4 or 5 days we actually saw this working properly, but it takes all of the water out of it. There is nothing left, which is pretty concerning actually. It's not going to work the way that I kind of wanted it to, which is quite typical on this game, really. You're always left a little bit surprised by the way things actually work out. But for now, we're going to focus on... I've kind of built this badly, but it's fine. We can deal with it. We're going to focus on this water area up here for a little bit. So we're going to need a 3. And then that comes across there. And then we're able to put these in here. It looks like we're going to be able to get one on the other side of this as well, which is good. Go 3, and we go 3. There we go. That goes in there. And we run this all... We don't need to go all the way like that. We can go to there. Kind of makes this pointless. I could probably get the steel back for this. I don't need it anymore, unless we are going to run a metro line across it. Oh, if I had a... No, I'm not destroying that to do that. That'd be silly. If we had a 2 sticking out there, we could bring the metro line across here. It's like a 3 block. Oh, it's too perfect not to take advantage of it. I'm okay with this one being a bit messy. It's kind of too perfect not to take advantage of it. Certainly with the setup of the metro station at the other end of this. So we're going to bring it up here, and we're going to utilize this, and we are going to delete this section and put in a metro station. Got a bit messy around here. That's okay. We can fix that pretty easy. Again, this is kind of, well, it's not kind of, this is definitely like a retrofit area now. Really messy, really bitty. But there's not much I can do about that. It's just the way that it's worked out. This isn't ideal, because they've got to go up there, then down here. I could run another station out here. What would that do for me? I don't think it would do much, would it? But we can do it. We'll do it. So we're gonna come out this way, and then we're gonna come in here with a metro line like this, and then this metro line here is going to go this way. Why would I do that? That's not a good idea, is it? No, that's a horrible idea. Right, the metro line is... Why am I overthinking this? This is so obvious. Oh, it does mean I'm going to have to... have to kill the line for a little bit. They're going to have to walk out of service. There's a problem on the line. There we go. Get them to build that quick. And then... Why would I go? I wouldn't... So we can use this pathway here to connect the other one. Really messy, not great in design, but we can live with that. Remove this. We don't need that path. We don't need this path. How do they get... This path is been totally cut off from anything now. And that's not good. What we can do here... Again, it's messy, but it is already. Up, down, round we go. So now they'll be able to access down here, down there. I mean, they don't need to do it for very long. There's just a few things that need building on this. Oh, and then it comes... Yeah, but they'll use this to get to here. They won't go this way. We could. Is that a good thing to do? Is that a good thing to do? Or is it going to cause me problems it's going to cause me problems in the future. I'm not... I could run it across the top. So I know I'm talking to myself at the moment. I shouldn't really do that. I should be bringing you along with the journey with me. So my brain right now is thinking, we have this metro line down here. We have a connection here, which is good, but we could bring one that follows along here to this district too, which might be better. I think we're going to do that. We're going to do that because it will look good. Right. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go up one. We're going to go across. And then we're going to put in these. That was evil. Okay. It's going to follow this line. And then it's going to do something over here. We'll work that connection out later once that's been built properly. But now we can reinstate those pathways. And then we can run our metro around the top. And I think I'm going to do it here too. We're going to... I said I wasn't bothered. I actually am. The detail is... It's... Oh no, don't do that. Detail's horrible. So we are going to run a line. It's going to go up, across, and then it's going to go this way, like this, and come down there, and we're going to have a bit there. And then this bit goes around here into that. That looks pretty good. And then we're gonna, for no other reason, reinstate our pathway along there. Okay. So now the beavers can get to this bit quickly, which they couldn't before. Why do you... Hold on, that says it can't. If I cut the path off... Yeah, I have, because I've done all this. It's fine. Oh, it's probably not fine, because they're going to run out of water. That's the water for this district, isn't it? Well, they can get to this. I'm not... Okay, they're fine. They're fine. Oh, dynamite. There's a load of metal blocks down there, and they're just leaving it. It's such a waste. Okay. And this is going to go to here, and that goes across there, which will create another pathway across there, like that. And we could take the metro across the whole of this top here, come out the other side. I don't know why we'd do that, but we could. Well, that looks good. Now we're going to build water storage on the other side of this. Can I? Oh, I can't do that there because I've got that path. Ugh. Oh, that's irritating. Okay. Destroy that. And then build this. I want to go 3 this way. I want to go 6 this way. And then we're going to go 3 like this. Don't need that one. No, I did need that one. What am I doing? We'll put a little back scratcher on the edge of that. And then we will finish this off with more water storage. 1, 2, 3. Press V to copy the attributes and paste it all to those. Now we need more water pumping stations, but this is not ideal. Do I need that like that? In theory, I could delete that and it would still be okay. And I could have one there. No, let's not be silly. I'm just going to end up destroying a load of stuff if I get it wrong. So we're going to need a 3 and then a 4. Yep. And then we put our water pumps on there, that. We could have, have another 2. Here. Where are they? Water. Like that. Grab that one, press V. Not priority, is that right? Yeah, because these are priority, aren't they? Yeah, okay, that's right. Okay, that looks pretty good. We've got this space at the back here to do something with. We could extend out another 3, I think. Let's go have a look. And then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can. Put a 1 in there. Put a. Well, I quite like the little back scratcher at the end, so we'll put the back scratcher back in. It means that we can have another 2 of those. That can go in there, and we can put in one of those. Press V, copy. All right, now we could. Yeah. I think we do the same. I think we extend outwards. It's there. 2, 3, 2. That goes there, that goes there. And then can we get away with 4? No, we can't. Get away with 1 more sitting on the end there. Let's put that in. Goes there. Goes there. Goes there. V, that one and that one. We might be able to get away with... Damn it. Oh man, I messed that up. Totally. Right. Put marker in. Is that in the right place? I think it is. One, and then a 4. We might be okay. It's there. And then 3 and a 3. Like that. And then put in the water storage there and there. Give me a nice little back scratcher. Like that. V, U, and U. There we go. So that there, we could do more into that back into this area, but for now, I'm pretty happy with that. We're going to see how it goes. We could do more in the back here if we want. Got to be careful because I am putting more pumps up here. I can't delete that yet and make more because this one isn't finished. It's metal blocks and a lot of treated planks. We have 3,000 water left in 9 days. We technically don't because these have got a lot of water in. Oh God, wouldn't that be embarrassing if they all died because they couldn't get to this because I deleted a path? Kind of don't want that to happen. That would be really bad. Why does it only... Hold on. Is there really only 3,000? This building isn't connected to a district. These aren't either. Oh, that's fun. What did I delete? I obviously deleted something. Or is it that? It's that there. Okay, well, I can fix that easy. Bing! 11,000 water! I think we're going to be okay. Oh, man. Have they done everything that they need to do down here? Let's have a quick look. I think it's all done, isn't it? There's nothing down here. Oh, no, I think they'll be okay. They can get to that from above. Okay, let's delete this and start the painful process of destroying that. And that reservoir is finished. They've still got quite a lot to build here on this area. We've just built this, which is our new... I'm quite happy with that water pumping station now. I think it's done. And this one's nearly done. I don't know if we're going to be able to run it all of the time because of the lack of water coming out of the crater. It's not going to be able to fill the reservoirs, and it's kind of important that these reservoirs are filled. So we might have to have another think down the line. I think it's one of the downfalls of only having one water source, which we're seeing probably for these mega builds. And look, when I do die on this, which I fluked out, for the fact is I didn't know that was happening up there and they died. If they hadn't have died, I'd be dead. There's no question about it. If they hadn't starved. But when I do die, this turns over to a creative build, we'll probably start using the aquifers to get more water to this stuff, because I want to see this filled. I want to see all of it filled. And with this, it's going to be hard to do. But what we are going to do, with all the water that we have and the lack of beavers, I'm going to run this, and we are going to see how quickly this fills without anyone taking any water out of it. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? Oh, wow. That really doesn't. Oh, boy. Just saw that. Well, that's not going to work, is it? Useless. Useless design. It's probably because I rushed that. There's enough water pumps anyway, but still. A bit embarrassing. Could probably put some nice bits and pieces up there though. Some showers and things maybe. In fact, we can definitely chuck a shower in there. Let's put a shower. Let's put some showers in. Why not? They work. Put some showers. Some back scratches in there after the shower. It's a nice little hangout spot. Okay. Let's tidy this pathway up. Bring it through to there. All right. There's going to be loads of that I've missed because I'm building at crazy speed for you guys. Really, not really thinking about anything that I'm doing, which is quite obvious, except for that metal robot district over there. That's beautiful. 5 days, 68 beavers. They're building back up again. Let's carry on. We're going to carry on. What we're going to do, we're going to carry on to the next good weather. And we're going to watch this. And then we'll call this episode there. They are going to survive. It's obviously not going to be a problem now, but it was a massive wake-up call. That was. There's no way I would have survived 97 days if they didn't die of hunger. But it's a good job I spotted it when I did, because if they'd have all died, they wouldn't have been able to grow berries or pick them. We nearly lost there in case they all died of old age, because they don't have any berries and they don't have any water. We had no water left. So we could have built a pumping station. We'll have one there, and I guess I could have done that, but it wasn't ideal. We got lucky, really lucky. Okay, 4.5 days. What can we do for 4.5 days? That's all done. This is all looking good. I kind of need this to be excavated first. Really, do you know what? Really, this stuff here, it's got the wrong dynamite on it. Let's redo this. Save me a job later. Right. This all needs to be a 1 to get us down to the level that we're trying to get to, which means all of this needs to be a 1. And then, come on. They need to be a 2. These need to be a 3. And then we are good. Put a 2 in there. Get a 3 in there. 2 in here. And 3 in here. And put a 2 in here. That's better. And then what we will do is We'll create some pathways so they can get to this stuff. And put this back in that used to be there. Put that back in there like that. And then, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do but destroy one of these so they can get down to it. That's all ready to go now. Okay, so that's ready to go. And what else can we do while we wait? Ugh. Why is that so full? Is it because they're closed? I bet it's because that's closed. Hold on. Let's open that. Yuck. Probably not going to need this because I'm going to lock that off. And that's the only source, so I'm not going to need this. This is... We might look at a rule of making it so I'm not allowed to delete Badwater places. Oh, is that all stuck in there? Oh, it is. It's all gone over the edge, look. Ugh. Okay, well, we'll have to fix this later when it... I don't know if I can fix that. I guess... I don't think I can fix that, not without a drain, which I don't have. Well, that might be there for a long time, until I can cover this over. It's not that far. Oh, it is. There's a lot of metal blocks needed for that, and currently we've got no one building any metal blocks. So we've got 1.6 days. I think we can say we're going to be okay, and that means I'm just going to throw some beavers over to metal to get that district going again. Because we need to be making metal blocks, so we'll get that going. And they should be bringing... They're bringing food. So they're bringing food. That's got them on it. That's got them on it. And then we'll hopefully repopulate again. But I am interested on... These are all going to be on full. They're going to be full out. And we're going to see how quickly it fills the reservoir up. It took 27 days before to get to that level. And before we start, let's just make sure that we close gates that shouldn't be open. That's so bad. I can't believe I did that. We're going to stop you. And we're going to turn all you on. Well, that wasn't annoying at all. I apologize for that. How much water do we have? 9. I'm going to turn off all the water pumps on the bottom as well. There is going to be no water taking anything out of this crater. We're going to leave these open. We're going to leave this one open. And it's going to fill up all of this. And I want to see how quickly it gets to the bottom of these. And for you, it's going to be sped up. Here we go. Cycle 19, day 1. I do have to just wait to get rid of the bad water that's in here. And we open it. The bad water goes out. It starts to fill. And then we put it on auto again. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, auto. Right, here we go. It's going to speed up for you. Let's see what happens. So looking at this, we're getting about 0.5 a day. Yes, I missed off that sluice gate at the bottom, but it works out about it's around about 0.5 a day, and it has to go up 8. So it should take 16 days to get up to the pump point. Which is obviously 11 days quicker than it was before. But I think we're kind of at capacity. Well, we are at capacity with that water. I mean, you can look at it. It's not great, is it? I mean, there's nothing in there. The pumps are certainly not working efficiently. So with that, let's go and see how many pumps can I have on where they're not doing this. We're going to turn off this run here, and we're going to turn this run off here and run it with 12. Let's see how that goes. We couldn't have been at the perfect amount before. That'd be ridiculous if 6 is the right amount. I mean, this filled up with 6. Ugh. I'd expect it to be a little bit better than this by now. Okay, let's... Oops. Let's go with 8. It's a real shame that it's working this way. Is that getting better? It's not as bad, is it? You telling me we were 2 pumps away from... I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 6. That's the same amount of pumps that we had on before. Oh wow, we were really close already for taking the maximum amount of water out of this. That's not great. It might be because we're losing some down the side, but I could have sworn it was better than this when... But then again, was it better than this because I had the sluice designed badly? I'm pretty sure it was. Maybe we were already like taking the maximum out of this that we could before we built this monstrosity, which is now looking a little bit pointless, embarrassingly. Okay. Well, obviously that's not great. Can turn those 2 on. And I think that probably concludes our little experiment. We're on day 8. And we've managed to get 3.3. Day 9. It still just feels a bit weird, doesn't it? But then again, if it's acting like this, it probably was right in the first place. We're not going to get much more water in than that. Which kind of puts into question all the other crazy stuff that we're building right now. But we are not going to question ourselves. We are going to move forward in pure ignorance. And when this goes into the creative build, we'll get these aquifers going. And then this thing, when this comes out of permadeath, we'll make sure that whatever gets built, we'll make sure it gets filled properly, because I want to see it. If you guys have been watching long enough, you want to see it as well. But this little experiment, I think, is over. What we're going to do, we're going to finish this episode up by getting the colony ready for the next phase of its development. And that is basically turning on the core water pumps at the base of this, which is going to make it even better for water coming out of there. We need this guy to plant trees and bushes to grow for the next season. So he's on. How many? I've got 15 beavers. Are they all in this area? They are. I've got 15. I've got plenty. What don't we have? We don't have everything. Cogs we need. So let's make sure we turn those on. We're going to need some planks as well. So let's turn those on. Okay, got 8 beavers left. He's already in there ready. Our little cut some trees down. We'll turn on our farmers down here. We'll get those guys going. And kind of want to be ready with the gatherer. So turn him on. Got 3 left. Got 3 more beavers we can use somewhere. What don't we have? Well, easy. Steel blocks and dynamite. We need treated planks as well. We should be getting more beavers pretty soon, so we'll turn those on ready. And now we can just turn on the other stuff that will get piled up behind. Sorry for the noise. We have a contaminated beaver. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. Got some tanks. He can go in there. He'll be okay. Okay, turn those on. Got some builders ready to go. And then we'll leave the rest of the water for later. Yeah, do you know what? He's important. He needs to be on. We need to get some trees back. So we're going to turn on. I really want to get this bit working down here as well. So we've turned those on. Let's go and have a quick look at what's going on in food. Not a lot. Not a lot's going on in food, because there are no beavers in it. So we'll deal with that next time. How about you? What's going on in metal? Yeah, we've got beavers growing and they're producing metal blocks. That's good. Right. Okay. So there we go. Well, I guess the great news on this episode is we survived. And we managed to fix a few little problems along the way and finish a few builds off. We've learnt that actually the design of that central area is totally pointless because it doesn't produce enough water to actually work. Who knew? Well, we do now. And do you know what? That's going to be interesting for creating our permadeath map of the future. Maybe we create a central crater with this water, and then maybe we create 4 smaller ones, really small ones, at each corner of the map. So in order to get there, you've got to have a decent enough colony to earn it. It's not going to be an easy earn to get the extra water. Maybe we can look at that, but that's in the future. For now, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next one.